Here we go. Coming at you another episode here of Horse Race Bets. I'm Ken Rudulph, and oh my goodness, we got a whole mess of stuff to get to today. There's a lot happening as we get just a little bit closer to a really important weekend of Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks preps. But wait, breaking news, got a rider update here. Another injury has forced them to replace a rider. So we heard about Junior Alvarado. He hurt his shoulder, so he's out, right? So then they replaced him on Sovereignty in the Florida Derby with Manny Franco. Well, now, just yesterday, Tyler Gaffalione broke his ankle in a race at Gulfstream Park. Now he is off of Madaket Road. Hall of Famer Mike Smith picks up that mount for Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert. This is very interesting because it changes the way I see the race in terms of where these horses are going to be placed, all right? You take a look, the jockeys are off there. We know that the speed to the inside with Edgar Zayas is going to go. We know that Irad Ortiz Jr. with Disruptor is going to stay super close. So now the question is, what does Mike Smith do with Madaket Road? I don't think Madaket Road is a natural speed horse. I think they threw him out there on the front end last time out to see if he can get the jump on the field, and he did, but he couldn't hold off the other runners. I don't think that's where Madaket Road wants to be. I don't think he's going to be forwardly placed. Mike Smith is awesome. Incredible. He's a Hall of Famer, obviously. And do I believe that he is an upgrade from Tyler Gaffalione? Yes, but only because of his experience. Only because Mike has more experience. Tyler Gaffalione's an outstanding rider. Mike has more experience, and Mike has probably the best left-handed stick in the business. So Madaket Road will be in a nice spot, but I don't think he's going to win the race because I still believe that the runner to the outside of him is still better. Tappan Street. I think because he's obviously $1 million purchase, an incredible turn of foot. You know, Luis Saez is going to be in the irons. I just think it's a great combination. Sovereignty with Manny Franco, they'll make their move. I just think that Tappan Street will get the jump on them, and Madaket Road won't be strong enough. So that's what's going to happen, in my opinion. Tappan Street is the runner we're going to go with there in that race. All right, let's keep it moving. That was our breaking news. Now we get down to business. Focus on the fillies. Another race for them coming up this weekend, the Grade 2 Fantasy Stakes. 3-year-old fillies, 100 points to the winner. This is an awesome betting race. Just look at this field. And you know how I do. Red dash means I think they'll show some speed. Simply Joking, you know that one's going to go. And then I think Princess Leia will go as well. The question is, what does Quiet Side do? So Quiet Side comes out of that race last time out where they just kind of, they kind of went around in circles. The top three runners in that race stayed there, right? So you had 5G, Muhima, and Quiet Side. Now Muhima was supposed to be faster than the rest of them, but didn't quite break on top. 5G was able to break on top. 5G is going to be running in another race this weekend. So Quiet Side's probably going to try and sit off whatever runner gets really excited and tries to go out there. I think there's going to be enough pace to push it and set it up for a runner that is absolutely bred to love this distance. California Sunset, the daughter of Quality Road for Brad Cox. I just think she's going to be in a great spot. Florent Giroux knows how to ride this filly. I think they'll get just enough to run at. And I think the best part about this particular runner, man, I think we're going to get value. I think we're going to get 8-1. Which is incredible in a race like this. I think we'll get 8-1 on California Sunset. So if you're going to give me that kind of money on a runner that I think loves the distance, we'll get a nice setup, and we'll be in the perfect spot, man, I'm all in for that. California Sunset in the fantasy. Then we go to Gulfstream Parks. We just talked about that. The Gulfstream Park Oaks is coming up. That's 100 points for your winner. We see 5G in the mix there. They'll have to get a new rider for 5G as Tyler Gaffalione is out. He will not be able to ride for quite a few weeks. He was listed on all 14 races on Saturday. So unfortunately, that's a lot of money they're going to miss out on. So someone will replace that rider, but I still think that Anna's Promise is going to be in the best spot. And once again, there's that man again, Luis Saez. I think he'll be in a great spot, make some things happen. I don't think we'll get great value, but I think that runner's not going to be your favorite. So that's kind of what we're looking for, right? Always trying to find a way to get value and beat the favorite. All right, let's take a look at what's happening. We're on the topic of 3-year-old fillies getting set to go into the gate for the Kentucky Oaks. The top 14 point earners will get that opportunity. This list will change most likely after this weekend. Nobody's going to be I'm sorry. Good Cheer is just so good. I'm not even sure why the other 13 are going to jump into the gate. But hey, that's why you run the races, because crazy things happen all of the time. So I think Good Cheer there at number 1 is going to be really tough to beat. You see other runners here, Quiet Side. We'll try to make something happen and get a little closer points wise. We've got 5G in the mix this weekend as well. So we'll see if this list changes after we make our way through the weekend. Okay, now, Wednesday at Turfway Park kind of sucked. We tried to beat favorites in the first 2 legs. It did not work. And the pick 5 didn't really pay much anyway. So we're going to try it again. We think that the Thursday one is a little bit more, potentially a bit more lucrative. Even though we're not really going to add a bunch of horses, we think we can do this. We can double up on them and get something to happen. Here's a good look at your play. So here's what we do. Turfway Park, it starts race number 4. It's a late pick 5 on Thursday. We're going to have a $2 play, which means our ticket's going to be about $48. And here's how that works. 1 and 6 in the first leg. And that first leg is race number 4, Alta Belly. Super, super fast. I love the name. Love the family and what they've dedicated to sports in Southern California, especially baseball and basketball. And then there's a 6. Stargazer's Dream. I think the Stargazer's Dream and Joe Rocco Jr., they should be able to run everyone down. There's enough pace in the race, but if they don't go, Alta Belly's definitely going. That's for sure. We'll see if they want to keep that runner company. So we keep it simple. In fact, the way that we always approach Turfway is keeping it simple, not trying to waste any money. Second leg, Suited and Booted. I love this runner for Brad Cox. We have a couple of runners that scratched out, so it's now a field of 10, but I think there's enough to set it up for the runner to the inside to save ground and then swing around and run past everybody in the stretch. Race number 6. We have no scratches here. I go with 4, 6, and 9. Quadra Island is the 4. It's going to be really tough to, the 6 going to be tough to deal with. Same thing with First Strike. That's the 4 at 4-1. The 9, Saint in the City, all the way to the outside, is intriguing at 10-1. Has class and speed and great value for us. So hopefully we're still alive after that point. Race 7. The 3 was a big scratch in my opinion, Illini. So we have 1, 2, 5, and 9. 1, 2, 5. And Bourbon Boss, by the way, the 5 with that speed. 15-1 morning line, looking for that one to come through for us. And then Perfect Prankster, the 9, at 7-2 on the morning line, I think going to be in a great spot. And then we take a chance in the 5th leg, race number 8. We're going to go ahead and single. Memphis Slim. Speed, should be able to get out there, and if they can carry them around, great. If not, then it's anybody's race. And now you're pushing the all button, and now you're spending $150, $100, or $200 on a pick 5 that, I just don't want to do it. I don't like doing it. My rule is this. I'm trying to hit the pick 5. I'm not trying to buy the pick 5. I've seen some players do some really smart things. Saw a person last week who was able to hit a really, really nice pick 4, I do believe he played, but he singled, like Good Cheer, and then he had all in the last leg. Hey, and he was able to get value before there, right, with I'd Rather Be Blessed. So nice work there. Absolutely. All right, so that's how we're going to approach everything here on this Thursday. Breaking news, Mike Smith, now the rider aboard Mattocket Road in the Florida Derby for Hall of Famer Bob Baffert. That means Mattocket Road is definitely live and definitely a threat. Not my pick, but you got to watch out for it. Also, Junior Alvarado injury. He's off of Sovereignty. Manny Franco picks up the mount. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to take Tappan Street to beat them all with Luis Saez. All right, we'll do it again tomorrow. In the meantime and in between time, and until next time, we'll see you here on Horse Race Bets. I'm Ken Rudolph. Good luck and enjoy whatever you are into.